What's going on, my Cardano friends? It is your friend Jack here. I'm rocking the Cardano merch once again, don't worry. And today we are back with episode number 25 of Cardano Daily. Now in today's episode, we're going to be talking about some of the ecosystem that Cardano has growing, as we like to keep track of that. Also going to talk about some recent news involving Cardano being listed on my favorite exchange, and also the B-word event that happened yesterday, and how Cardano was kind of not mentioned, but people were wishing they had something like Cardano. Now let's get right into this video. So first things first, if you do want to earn passive ADA on your ADA and help decentralize the Cardano network, you can go ahead and stake with my stake pool, ticker symbol Jack. If you do stake with my stake pool, also, you will get discounts on Juicy Cardano merch if you send me a message and just let me know you're staking. I'll send you a Juicy discount code. With that being said, Fund 5 voting is live. That's pretty important. If you don't know what Fund 5 voting is, I'll leave this Reddit post down in the description. Right now, if you haven't registered, the registration is closed, but you can register for next Fund 6 voting when that does come available. Now, if you want to read this post and get updated on all of the funding things, you can. But essentially, you can vote for your favorite projects and catalysts that are going to be presented as proposals on the voting site or on the voting platform. And if your votes get accepted, the votes that you put down on these catalyst projects, you will get rewarded in some ADA, which is pretty awesome. And you can also control which projects get, power and get votes directly. You can do that. So that's pretty awesome. Now, the ecosystem. So the voting is going to bring new projects into light and have them, actually launched, give them boosts, the money they need from the treasury. But the ecosystem is looking pretty freaking cool, okay? The Cardano ecosystem is quite big. Now on this, something to mention is even with all of this and their dexes they have here, they don't have Ergo Dex, all right? If you didn't notice that, I do like Ergo Dex. I like Ergo a lot. They do have Sunday Swap, one of my other favorite dexes, and they do have a bunch of other projects, but this is insane, okay? So they have lending, borrowing, synthetics, protocols. What? They got mobile network down here, World Mobile. Shout out to World Mobile. And they have so much going on, right? We have so much going on in the Cardano ecosystem, and it's crazy. I don't know if they have NAMI wallet on here. Did I even say that right? But that NAMI wallet is pretty freaking awesome. If you haven't checked it out, I'm going to be making a video on it later today. Essentially, it's like the MetaMask for Cardano, but honestly, it looks even cleaner. But all that aside, you can see our NFT space in Cardano, the C NFTs, are already going crazy. So here's just the collections. You can't really see any of them, but there's a lot of NFTs already in the space, and the ecosystem is growing like crazy. And this is just a little screenshot. Okay, this isn't even everything, but go back 2.5 months ago, and this was probably, half the size. I'm sure even less, maybe. I'm sure many of these projects were still coming up and starting, but in terms of actually being known and actually, starting to develop an audience, starting to develop a community, and starting to show their work and really polish things up, things are coming more now to expand because smart contracts are coming to release. So this is pretty awesome. I thought I'd share this with you guys. I'm going to put this down in the description as well, along with the Fund 5 voting. All you need to know. If you want to check those two links out, definitely do so. Now, the second last thing for today's episode of Cardano Daily is the B-word event, like I talked about in the intro to this video. So essentially, the B-word event was a Bitcoin conference between Elon Musk, Jack Dorsey, and a moderator who's heavily associated with Square, and Cathy Woods. And essentially, all these people are very big, influential people in the crypto space at this point. Now, in the B-word event, they talked a lot about, they didn't talk about Cardano. I wish they had, but they talked mainly about Bitcoin, of course. And Elon mentioned that he holds Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Doge, but he also referenced a need for blockchain voting and governance and blockchain technology that solves real-world problems. And at this point, ADA hasn't been mentioned by any of these people on a scale like this. We got people like meet Kevin. If you don't know him, he's a pretty big YouTuber running for governor. He talks about ADA all the time, and there's tons of people who are pretty popular and they talk about ADA, but people who mainly are on Bitcoin tend to shy away from Cardano because I do think it solves a lot of Bitcoin's problems. Now, in this event, a lot of it was just kind of, to me, sounding like I wish we had something better. And that something better that they were explaining just sounded so much like Cardano. I will leave a link down to the B-Word event if you want to check that out in the description as well. As you guys know, I always provide the resources here. But yeah, one last thing to mention for this episode of Cardano Daily. It may not be relevant to you, and PayPal hasn't decided to list ADA today, but Cardano has been listed on Newton Crypto. Now, if you don't know what Newton is, it is a really good exchange app for Canadians. And I myself am Canadian. I have been using Newton Crypto to fund my Binance account to buy ADA, but now that it is on Newton, I won't have to do that. It'll be a one-stop shop for me. In Canada, we have e-transfers, so you just email money to them. It funds your account instantly, pretty much, and you're in business. Now, this is pretty awesome for me. It might not be awesome for you, but I thought I'd share it here today in case we had some fellow Canadians watching. If so, leave a comment down below and let me know. That's all I got for you guys today. Once again, if you want to stake with my stake pool, earn passive ADA on your ADA, and help decentralize the network, ticker symbol Jack, go ahead and do that and get some juicy discount codes on this awesome Cardano merch. Hope you guys have a great freaking day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned for today's second video on the NAMI wallet. It's going to be awesome. Peace out.